Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back into the 50 Plus KC Gaming streaming channel on YouTube. My name's Rob. Thanks for coming in, checking us out. It's Wednesday. Usually that means we're working on program, but since the program stuff, except for events, is the only thing going on right now, I'm kind of all caught up on. Actually got Roy Halladay yesterday, so we are going to work a little bit on the franchise again today. So Monday franchise, Wednesday franchise this week. So one thing I do want to note, there will be no stream next Monday. It is Memorial Day weekend, and I will be out of town. So next week will just be Wednesday and Friday, unless well, maybe not Friday because we got a family coming in, but it'll probably be, it might be a shorter stream, but we'll see. Definitely not Monday, so just keep that in mind. What's going on outside of MLB The Show world? Let's see here. We got some bad news at work on Monday. One of my coworkers passed away over the weekend, and it was a rather shocking thing. So I'm not going to give out any details on name or anything like that, but if you would, just if you've been thinking about calling somebody, do it. You never know when it's going to be the last time you see them, so hug your loved ones a little tighter. You know, say I love you a little bit more. Just a very very stark reminder of we're not here all that long. So be good to each other, be kind, and try and not take things too seriously. Okay. On things lighter than that, the Royals, and that's much lighter because you can't take them seriously at all. Over the last 2 days, they've blown leads of 6-0 and 6-3, 6-0 and 4-0 rather. Either way, whatever it is, they've lost. They lost a series to the Diamondbacks, a 2-game series in which they had significant leads in both. So the Royals pitching staff, of which Dayton Moore seems to think they are God's gift to the Royals, just simply aren't getting the job done. It's another year with the Royals. Here's a stat for you about the Royals. 16 out of the last 19 years, which is the entire time that Dayton Moore's been here, they have lost 6 games or more before the end of May. 16 times in 19 years. Guess how many of those times they finished under 500? All 16. The only times they didn't have a 6-game losing streak before the end of May, 2014, they went to the World Series. 2015, they went to the World Series. 2016, they finished 80 and 82. So there's a 3-year stretch where they didn't lose 6 games in a row before the end of May. So what does that tell you? That tells you that this organization has been bad for a long time, and they got lucky for a little 2.5-year stretch. And it's, you know, if you're a longtime Royals fan like I am, it's just mind-numbingly blowing that they just can be this bad this long. It's just, you literally have to try to be this bad. And the bad thing about this year, they're not even tanking. They're actually trying to win. So what does that tell you? So anyway, that's my Royals news for the day. So the Blues, they got blown out the other night by the Avalanche, and they are on the brink of elimination. Like I said, after Bennington got hurt, their backup is mid at best. So, you know, it's just, season's pretty much over, unless they can come up with a miracle here, but I'm not expecting it. So, you know, it's another year where the Blues get to the playoffs and don't do anything. So, you know, that 2019 season seems like a lifetime ago at this point when they won the Stanley Cup finally after 52 years. But And that is it for the NHL that I really want to follow. Don't really follow the NBA playoffs, so sorry. Wrestling, not a whole lot going on there. I think AEW's got a pay-per-view, or as WWE would call it, a premium live event coming up sometime this weekend. So we will see how that goes. I don't think I'm gonna watch it though. If my buddy wasn't working, I'd probably watch it, but it's just not as fun watching a pay-per-view by yourself, you know. So with that, let's jump right into the franchise, and here's the current standings. We are in fourth place at 3-3, half game behind the Cardinals and Cubs at 3-2. We are literally ranked 12th overall in this franchise so far, 26 in contact, which what that tells me is I'm striking out entirely too much. So, and Ke'Bryan Hayes is one of the prime offenders of that. We're actually about mid in power. We're fourth in pitching. So, you know, as you can see there, we got 2.57 ERA, so we've been pitching really well. Defense is speed, not a whole lot of speed on the base paths, but, you know, we lost the series to the Cardinals. We won the series against the Reds, so let's see. As you can see, the last game, we beat the Reds 2-0. Zach Thompson got the win. David Bednar got his third save, so he saved every game we won so far, so good. Scouting, let's see, let's take a look at scouting. All right, let's look at the starting pitchers. Oh, yeah, I know, that's not what I meant to do. Sort. These are the ones that are accurately sorted. Caruso, 19, get up in 2024. He's definitely one that I'd like to look at. See, all these 2026 plus, but that 2024 is rather intriguing. You know, well, that's just a couple years away. 2026 plus, not a whole lot on the relief pitchers. Those closers, interesting. Haven't catchers, first base, second base, a little bit later. A little bit later on the shortstops, left field. So it looks like there's some decent players that could be, but we'll find out. So go ahead and advance the day. Simulation requested. So it's going to be Mitch Keller against Jack Flaherty. And we're in St. Louis this time. So sorry about that. All right, so we're 3-3, fourth in NL. We're hitting 214 as a team. 425 ERA. Now wait a minute, that's not what that said. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what those stats on the other screen were then. So unless they were just talking about the starters, I don't know. And these are the unis of choice for me. That is my childhood unis of the Pirates. So just love that uniform. It's one of my favorite uniforms of all time in baseball. That's not related to a team that I really like, you know, like the Royals or the Cardinals. So it's going to be partly cloudy today. And Mitch Keller, who's 0-1. And we'll see how the lineup goes. We're going to take Vogelbach out. All right, we got him back. All right, we'll put Knapp in at first. But he's not going to back clean up, obviously. Vogelbach needs a day off. Let's see here. We'll put Perez up here fifth. And that looks like it's a... We'll put Knapp last. We'll put Sawinski last. He's really been scuffling, but who on this team offensively hasn't been scuffling? So, all right, that is our lineup right there. Brian Hayes, Diego Castillo, Brian Reynolds, O'Neal Cruz, Michael Chavis, Roberto Perez, Jake Marisnick, Andrew Knapp at first, who's coming in for Vogelbach, and Jack Sawinski. So let's get this game going. And there's the Cardinals lineup. Tommy Edman second, Paul DeJong short, Nolan Arenado third, Paul Goldschmidt first, Corey Dickerson at DH, and Flaherty on the mound. We'll get to the rest of the lineup later. And you can see Brian Hayes, who has struggled mightily to start the season, hitting a robust 143. If he doesn't do much this game, we might wind up moving him down in the lineup. First pitch of the game, fastball, taken for a called strike one. So we'll see how the Bucks do this game. Hopefully we can get a win here in Cardinal territory. One hopper to second. Over to Goldschmidt for the out. One up, one down for the Buccos. Jack Flaherty, who has had injury issues the last few years. We'll see how long he lasts. And there's a Bucks lineup. The only two really hitting are O'Neal Cruz and Michael Chavis, so we really need to get that bats going. So Diego Castillo steps in. First pitch from Flaherty. Fastball taken for a called strike one. 200 on the season with an RBI. OPS of 604, which is well below the average you want. You want about 700 minimum, but I don't think you're going to get that a whole lot. Oh, that's a called strike on the outside corner, and Castillo does not seem to agree with that. You can see Verlander threw a complete game shutout against the Yankees. And the 0-2 pitch. Swings through a fastball, strike three, and there's two away here in the first. As Flaherty gets his first strikeout of the day. High fastball. Castillo was late on it. And there's two down for Brian Reynolds, the switch hitting outfielder for the Buccos. Reynolds steps in. Flaherty's first pitch. Slider misses away. Ball one. See, not many Bucks have been hitting the ball well early on, so we'll see if we can't turn that around. The 1-0 pitch to Reynolds. Check swing, but it's a called strike at the knees. Even in the count at 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. Hit hard out in the left center field. Left fielder's after it, and he makes a nice running grab out there. O'Neal grabs it for the third out, and that retires a side. So no scores. We head to the bottom half. Cardinals due up Edman, DeJong, and Arenado. I'll put a good swing on that. Just left fielder O'Neal made a nice play. See if Mitch Keller can't do any better than he did last time. 4 innings, 8 hits. He only walked one. But giving up 8 hits in 4 innings is completely unacceptable. So Tommy Edman hitting .391 to start off the season, so he's been red hot to start the year. First pitch from Keller. Fastball fouled off, out of play down the left side. You see he scored 3 runs in his last 3 games, so that means he's been on base. So with a .391 average, you would expect that. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Slider back up the middle. Chavis takes a dive, but he can't get to it. It's through into center for a base hit. Leadoff single for Edman as Reynolds gets it back into second. So the leadoff man is on for the Redbirds. And that brings up Paul DeJong. Edman takes his lead from first. Keller checks. Gets the sign from Perez. And the first pitch to DeJong. Fastball over for a called strike one. Looks like this may be DeJong's first playing time of the season. Zeros across the board for it. Here comes the 0-1. Edman takes off. Pitches inside to throw. Safe. So Edman steals second. There's a runner in scoring position now. With nobody out. And a 1-1 count to Paul DeJong as the curveball missed inside. He picked the right pitch to run on as that was a curveball. That gave him just enough of extra time to get through to the bag. So here comes the 1-1 delivery. Fastball misses up, 2-1 now. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Slow roller back to the pitcher. Keller's got it over to Knapp for the out, but the runner goes to third. So it was a runner at third with 1 out as Nolan Arenado steps to the plate. And here's the rest of the Cardinals lineup. Goldschmidt cleanup, Dickerson DHing, O'Neill in left, batting 6th, Bader 7th in center, Molina 8th at catcher, and Dylan Carlson, the right fielder, batting 9th today. So, man on third, 1 out for Nolan Arenado. The first pitch from Keller. Slider just misses low, ball 1. Arenado has been on fire to start the year, batting .400 with an OPS over 1,000. No home runs yet. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. So the 1-0 pitch to Arenado. Fastball misses up and in, kind of buzzes the tower. No intent there from Keller, but Arenado takes a stare out at the mound. Here comes a 2-0 delivery. 3-0 now as the curveball misses low. Goldschmidt waiting on deck. Pitching carefully to Arenado here. And the 3-0 delivery. Slider misses low and away, ball 4. And he walks him on 4 pitches, and that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. But that does set up the double play, however. So Goldschmidt only hitting .235 so far on the young season. First pitch, Goldie. Change up at the knees, called strike 1. He does have 6 RBIs, however, regardless of his low average. And his OPS is over 700. So the 0-1 delivery to Goldschmidt. Fastball taken, strike 2, 0-2 now. Keller ahead of a Cardinal batter for the first time today. The 0-2 delivery from Keller. Swings through a slider, strike 3, and there's 2 away. A big out for Keller. His first strikeout of the day. And there's a nice little sequence of pitches there. Got him to chase that slider away, a 3-pitch strikeout. So Corey Dickerson steps in. First and third, 2 outs for the Birds. First delivery to Dickerson. Fastball up. Misses, ball 1. Dickerson hitting .389, over 1,100 OPS so far on the season. It looks like the Cardinals' offense has been on fire to start the year. Keller's got a chance to wiggle out of this jam if he can get Dickerson here. The 1-0 pitch. That's hammered out to right field. That's going to get into the gap and to the wall. That's going to score 1. Sawinski gets to the ball, brings it in, and they're sending him home. Here's the throw. And it's not in time. A 2-run double for Dickerson, and the Birds take an early 2-0 lead. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles. Mitch Keller's struggles early on in the season continue as he gives up a 2-out, 2-run double to Corey Dickerson, excuse me. So man at second, 2 outs now for Tyler O'Neill. First pitch. Fastball taken, strike 1. Tyler O'Neill hitting .235 with a pair of homers and 6 RBIs so far on the year. So he's not hitting them often, but when he does, he's hitting them hard. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. Slider misses low, evens the count at 1-1. So this is not the start the Bucks wanted, but it's the start they have. So they're going to have to deal with it and make a comeback if they're going to have any chance at getting the victory today. Fastball just misses below the knees and counts 2-1 now. Here comes a 2-1 offering. Curveball. Whoa, that was a hanger, but he took it for strike 2, so it counts even at 2-2. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Lazy fly ball to right. Sawinski moves in a couple steps and takes it for out number 3. But the Cardinals take the lead on a 2-run double by Corey Dickerson. To the second we go. 2-0 Pirates trailing. That's a bummer. So Cardinals jump out in front again on the Bucks. And O'Neal Cruz steps in, batting cleanup today, hitting .333, over 1,200 OPS with 3 solo homers on the year. That's part of the problem. We can't get anybody on base in front of those homers. Fastball, called ball at the knees. The 1-0 pitch from Flaherty on its way. Fouls off a fastball. The count's even at 1-1 now. Flaherty sets, gets the sign from Molina. The 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Molina's settling under it and catches it for out number 1. So 1 away here. You see Kevin Gausman threw a complete game shutout against Tampa. Michael Chavis steps in now. Nobody on, 1 out. Really got to make Flaherty work. He's only at 11 pitches, and there's 1 out in the second, so we're not really making him throw many pitches. Fastball at the knees, called strike 1, but, he's getting ahead of the batters, so. Chavis 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts his last game. Swings at a high fastball, and the count's 0-2 now. There you can see the umpires, Matthew Ross behind the plate. Does it give you a nice close-up of his dead eyes? Wow, that was pretty gruesome there. The 0-2 pitch from Flaherty. Fastball, called strike 3, and Chavis does not agree. That looked like it was well in off the plate, but Flaherty got the call, and that's 2 down here in the second. If we're going to be getting calls like that, it's going to be a long afternoon for the Buccos. Slider over the inside corner, called strike 1. Perez hitting .222, OPS under 500, which is absolutely atrocious. But like most of the batters on this team, not doing a whole lot yet. Back up the middle, and through for a base hit for Perez. A 2-out knock. That extends the inning. So the first hit of the day for Pittsburgh. A 2-out single up the middle by Perez. Kind of caromed off the pitcher's mound, but Edman could not get to it. That brings up Jake Marisnick with a man on first and 2 outs here in the second. Checks the runner, and the first pitch, slider inside, ball 1. Marisnick batting .211 on the year. Does have 1 lone RBI. So as you can see, the Bucs offense has been an issue so far in the young season, but their pitching has helped them get to a 3-3 mark. So if we can just get things going on the offensive side, I think we'll be all right. And it's 2-0 to Marisnick. Sinker misses outside. 3-0 to the 7th place hitter for the Bucs. Andrew Knapp, the first baseman today for Pittsburgh, is waiting on deck. It's going to be a 3-0 pitch, and he's going to be taking all the way. Takes a high fastball for called strike 1. So if nothing else, we'll get him to throw another pitch. So here comes a 3-1 delivery to Marisnick. And it misses high, and that's a walk. Ball 4. So 2 on, 2 out here in the second as Andrew Knapp steps in. First little trouble Flaherty's been in today. Checks the runners, the first pitch. Fastball misses high, ball 1. Knapp's had very limited action so far this year. Checks the runners, the 1-0 delivery to Knapp. Swings through a circle change count at 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. Swings through a slider, and it's 1-2 now. Woo! Oh, no. Wrong flare. All right. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Here comes the 1-2 delivery from Flaherty. Called strike 3 over the inside corner, and that retires the side. Knapp has a few words for the umpire, but Flaherty breathes a sigh of relief as he walks off the mound. Bucks strand 2. To the bottom half we go. 2-0 Cardinals. Well, this isn't exactly how I wanted this game to start, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. Harrison Bader steps in, hitting .333. Pair of homers, 3 RBIs on the young season. First pitch from Keller. Slider catches the outside corner, strike 1. Well, at least we're getting some of those calls. But doesn't really help when you're down 2-0. But here comes the 0-1 delivery to Bader. Fastball misses inside, evens the count at 1-1. In other news, the Nationals beat the Phillies in extras. 1-1 delivery. Fastball at the knees, called ball 2. 2-1 now. Keller just stares in at the umpire like, where was that at? So here comes the 2-1 offering. Curveball misses high and away, and the count is 3-1 now to the 7th place hitter for the Cardinals. Yadier Molina lurking on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Circle change misses low, and it's a walk to the leadoff man. So the Cardinals leadoff man is on again. 2 innings, 2 leadoff men on. As the umpire comes out, cleans off home plate. As Fred Bird stomps on the dugout, getting the crowd in an uproar. All right, Bader takes his lead off first. He's got a big lead. Throw over. Bader's back with a dive. All right. First pitch to Molina. Fastball misses low and away. Ball 1. He's a 4th round pick back in 2000, so Yachty has been around a while. Here comes a 1-0 delivery. Fastball misses inside. 2-0 now. Keller struggling with his control here early on. Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Yachty. Slow roller. Old Cruz bobbles it. He still got a chance to hit Molina at first. He could have had a double play, but he booted it. So instead of a double play, is a runner in scoring position and 1 out. So while it's not counted as an error, it was definitely a boot by O'Neill Cruz at short there. Slow roller to him. It was a perfectly placed double play ball. All they could get was Molina at first. So Dylan Carlson steps in with a runner in scoring position now. First pitch from Keller. Fastball called strike 1 at the belt. Here comes the 0-1 delivery to Carlson. Curveball misses high, evens the count at 1-1. So once again, Keller's control is coming into question. And that was his 30th pitch of the game so far, with only 1 out here in the second. The 1-1 delivery to Carlson. Keller checks the runner at second. And here comes the pitch. Fastball fouled off down the third baseline. Ball boy's coming over to grab it. And it's 1-2 now for Keller, as he really wants to get Carlson here. Here comes the 1-2 delivery. Lazy pop-up short center field. Chavis is there. Squeezes it for out number 2. And the runner retreats to second. So 2 outs now as we flip over the lineup. Tommy Edman will come in to the batter's box. Who singled and scored his first time up. First pitch to Edman. Fastball right down the pipe, called strike 1. He's been on fire his last 3 games, hitting .462, 6 for 13. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. Slider just misses down low, evens the count at 1-1. Keller's got a chance to wiggle out of this jam if he can get Edman here. A 1-1 delivery. And that's a foul ball just outside of third and out of play. So it's 1-2 now. Here comes the 1-2 delivery. Swings at a curveball outside, strike three, and that retires a side. So Keller tightrope out of that jam, keeping the score at 2-0 as he gets Edman to strike out on a curveball away. So Jack Suwinski, who I think his lone hit was the home run, but he steps in to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up for the Bucks. Knuckle curve misses low from Flaherty, so 1-0 to the ninth place hitter for the Pirates. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses up and in. That's 2-0 now to number 65. Suwinski looking more patient at the plate than he has usually. 2-0 pitch. Pops him up. He just got under that fastball. First baseman Goldschmidt catches it on the mound, and there's one away here in the third. Well, Suwinski made contact. That's improvement, I guess. So for Brian Hayes, who grounded out his first time, is up here in the third. First pitch from Flaherty. Fastball misses high and inside, ball one. Brian was a first-round pick in the 2015 draft by the Buccos. Fastball fouled off. Count evens at 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 delivery to Hayes. Swings at one in the dirt, and that's been one of my biggest problems with Brian Hayes, not recognizing the pitch. So it's 1-2 now as he swung at a slider well out of the zone. The 1-2 delivery. Another slider misses away, 2-2. So Flaherty gets a sign from Molina. The 2-2 pitch. Over to third. Arenado's got it. Strong throw. Beats Hayes by a step. So 2 outs now. As Hayes is retired on a 5-3 putout. That brings up Diego Castillo, who struck out his first time up. So 2 outs, nobody on here in the third. Pitch from Flaherty. Fouls off a changeup. It's 0-1 to the second place hitter for the Bucks. Pittsburgh really needs to get their offense moving. Popped him up. Is it going to get out of play? No, Arenado catches it right in front of the Pirates' dugout, and that retires a side. To the bottom half of the third we go. Still 2-0 Cardinals. DeYoung, Arenado, and Goldschmidt due up for the Redbirds. DeYoung to lead off the inning. He grounded out his first time up. Keller really needs a quick inning here. First pitch to DeYoung. Fastball right down the middle, called strike one. Not exactly where I wanted that. It was a little higher than I wanted, but here comes the 0-1 delivery. Swings through a high fastball. 0-2 now to the second place hitter for the Birds. The 0-2 delivery. Curveball misses away. 1-2 now to DeYoung. Just got a piece of the slider. He stayed alive. It's still 1-2. 1-2 pitch. What? Okay. I wanted to switch to the catcher, but they switched to the shortstop. San Diego studio. Okay, that's a base hit, but that's it would have been easier for the catcher to make that play because he would have been coming out instead of the pitcher to catch it, turn, and throw. But that's okay. Of course, I would want to, if I'm going to switch, I'm going to switch to the shortstop. If steam could come out of my ears right now, it would be. That was just silly. All right, so man on, nobody out for Arenado. First pitch from Keller. Curveball drops in there for a strike. 0-1 now to the third place hitter for the Birds. Out there to left. Marisnick comes in and makes a nice grab out there in left field for the first out. Stumbling, bumbling, rumbling. But he just had enough range to get there and squeeze it for out number 1. So that brings up Paul Goldschmidt, who struck out his first time up. First pitch to Goldschmidt. Keller drops a curve in there, called strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Oh, right to Chavis. Could be 4, 6. Throw it. Thank you. 3. As O'Neill Cruz double clutched at second. But we get the double play after the strange single to start the inning. Keller gets through the third. Still trailing by 2, as I have no idea what O'Neill Cruz was doing right there. But Brian Reynolds will step in to lead off the fourth. He flew out his first time. So the first pitch to Reynolds on its way. Fastball at the knees, called strike 1. Reynolds, a second-round pick in the 2016 draft by the Giants. Fastball misses inside, evens the count at 1-1. Flaherty sets, and the 1-1 pitch. Swings through a circle change. Count is 1-2 now. Here comes the 1-2 offering to Reynolds. Sinker misses outside. I wasn't sure if he's going to call it a strike or not. Counts even now at 2-2. Fouled out of play down the left field side and back into the stands. Count remains 2-2 to the 3-place hitter for the Bucks. Swings through a slider, strike 3, and there's a 1 down here in the fourth. Flaherty's 4th strikeout of the day. Really don't need to see the pitch sequence. Stop it. O'Neill Cruz steps in. Check swing, slider misses low, ball 1. Popped out his first time up. Molina gives Flaherty the sign. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swings through a high fastball. Evens the count at 1-1. O'Neill, a Dominican Republican native. So here comes the 1-1 delivery. Fastball misses outside. Counts 2-1 now. Really want to get him working out of the stretch. We need base runners, and I swung through a curveball. So 2-2 now to O'Neill Cruz. And the pitch. Popped up out to left. Tyler O'Neill steps over and squeezes it for out number 2. So O'Neill Cruz flies out to Tyler O'Neill. And there's 2 outs here in the fourth. For the 5th place hitter, Michael Chavis, who struck out his first time up. On the plus side, we're hitting the ball. Check swing called strike 1 as he couldn't hold back on the changeup. The 0-1 delivery from Flaherty. Fouls off a fastball and it counts 0-2 now. Flaherty gets the sign from Molina. The 0-2 pitch. Swings through a circle change and that retires the side. So 3 up, 3 down. Flaherty is settled in. And the Bucks are trailing 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. So this is how my offense is going right now. So it is what it is. My name's Rob. Thanks for coming in, checking out the stream. I hope you're having a good Wednesday. It's hump day. We're halfway through the week. If you're here in the U.S., it is almost Memorial Day weekend. Like I said previously, Memorial Day is a time for fun, but it's also a time for reflection, as this is a time to remember all the men and women that have sacrificed their lives for our country. So please keep that in the back of your heads. As a veteran, that's one of my most important days of the year. So anyway, Corey Dickerson steps in to face Mitch Keller. First pitch. Popped up, and Knapp is there, just over by the first base coach, and squeezes it in foul territory for out number one. So that's a good thing to get Dickerson out. He's been a thorn in our side in the 4 games we've. In this is the 4th game we played against the Cardinals. He has had his way with the Buccaneers pitching staff here. First pitch to O'Neill, slider at the knees, called strike one. His last 5 games for O'Neill, he's had a double and 6 RBIs. The 0-1 delivery. Fastball taken, called strike 2 at the belt. The count's 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. Slider swung at and missed, strike 3. So there's 2 outs here in the 4th. 3rd strikeout of the day for Keller, who settled in a little bit after that shaky first inning. So that brings up Harrison Bader, the 7th place hitter for the Redbirds. First pitch from Keller. Fastball just misses inside. 1-0 to the Cardinals center fielder. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Hard hit to Cruz. He doesn't bobble it. Across the Knapp for the out, and that retires the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4th. For the 5th we go, trailing 2-0. Perez, Marisnick, and Knapp due up for the Bucks. We just need to get that offense going. So easier said than done. I need to put a lot more time in the batting cage, I think, because I'm just not doing well enough hitting wise. Pitching's not the issue, generally speaking. But you see the White Sox beat the Royals 4-0. Even on MLB The Show, the Royals can't win. No. Swings through a slider, strike 2. I really need to focus. All right, 0-2 to Perez. Knuckle curve misses outside and counts 1-2 to the Pirates backstop. The 1-2 delivery. Slider just misses, even to count at 2-2. Yes, Flaherty, it missed the corner. So the 2-2 offering gets a sign from Molina. And the pitch. Slider misses way inside, and the count is full. Jake Marisnick waiting on deck. Can't say lurking because there's nobody that really lurks for the Pirates. Here comes the payoff pitch to Perez. Out to left. O'Neill's over and squeezes it for the first out. Nice running grab next to the foul line. So 1 up, 1 down here in the 5th. As Perez makes his way back to the dugout, Jake Marisnick steps in. He walked his first time up. Flaherty's first pitch on its way. Swings through a slider, strike 1. I guess Marisnick has been around for a while. 2009 draft. Slider catches the zone at the knees, and the count is 0-2 to the 7th place hitter for Pittsburgh. Yes, I know how to talk. So, Cardinals up 2-0 here in the 5th. 0-2 count to Marisnick. Out to center. Bader settles under it and takes it in for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here in the 5th. As Andrew Knapp steps in. He's 0 for 3 on the season, so he struck out his first time today. Flaherty gets a sign from Molina. And the pitch. Fastball misses high and away. Ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to Knapp. Slider. Ball 2. Although that looked like a strike, but okay. The 2-0 delivery. Fastball over the inside corner. Counts 2-1 now to the Pirates first baseman. The 2-1 offering. Changeup misses way outside, and it counts 3-1 with Jack Suwinski of the .059 batting average waiting on deck. We really need to bring up somebody else besides Suwinski. I got to look at who's in the minors. And ball 4, so 2-out walk for Knapp. And that brings up Jack Suwinski, who popped out his first time. He was 1 for 17 on the year. I think he could do with a rest. Or maybe he needs to be arrested. I don't know. But here comes the first pitch to Suwinski. Fastball just misses at the knees. Ball 1. 1-0 to the 9th place hitter for the Bucks. Checks the runner. And the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard out to right center. That might plug the gap. It might go. Yes, it. One hops the wall. And unfortunately, that's going to cost the Bucks a run. As Suwinski's first real hit of the season, he just hits it far enough to where it bounces over. And instead of a run-scoring double, there's men at second and third now with 2 outs. As Brian Hayes takes strike 1. That was probably my best hit. That was definitely my best hit of the year with Suwinski. That might be one of my best hits other than the home runs. So, 0-1 to count to Brian Hayes. Got a chance to get the Bucks on the board if he can get a base hit here. High slider misses, even to count at 1. So, runners in scoring position, 2 outs for the Bucks. The 1-1 pitch. Hit a slow roller up the middle. Edmonds got it. Throws over to first to retire Hayes. And the Bucks strand a pair. To the bottom half of the 5th we go. Still 2-0 Cardinals. Molina, Carlson, and Edmond due up for the Birds. We really need to get those runs across there. That's the disappointment right there. So, first pitch to Molina. Fastball fouled off out of play down the right side. Souvenir for a lucky fan down there. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Curveball misses low and away. Counts even at 1-1 to Molina. Fastball misses high. Ball 2. 2-1 now to the longtime Cardinals backstop. Here comes a 2-1 delivery. Slider slapped hard but foul down the first baseline. And the count's even at 2 now. The 2-2 pitch. O'Neill dives, knocks it down. He's still got a chance with Molina running. No, it's an infield single. A rare infield single for the Cardinals backstop. So the leadoff man is on again for the Cardinals. At least the 3rd time in 5 innings today. Pardon me, didn't think you wanted to hear that cough. So Dylan Carlson steps in. Molina takes his lead off first. Keller gets a sign from Perez. And the pitch. Fastball misses high. Ball 1. Here comes a 1-0 delivery. Slider misses low. Ball 2. Here comes a 2-0 pitch. Curveball dropped in there for strike 1. As Ollie Marble gives the signs from the Cardinals dugout. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Fastball just misses high, and it's 3-1 as Tommy Edman lurks on deck. Here comes a 3-1 delivery. And the circle change misses low and away, and he walks the 9th place hitter. So the first 2 men are on here in the 5th for the Cardinals. As Tommy Edman settles into the batter's box. 2 on, nobody out here in the 5th. Mitch Keller in trouble again for really for the first time since the first. Little lazy line drive to third. Brian Hayes gathers it in. So he gets Edman on 1 pitch. So there's 1 out with 2 on now. As that brings up Paul DeYoung, who singled his last time up. So if we can get a double play here, we'll get out of this inning. First pitch to DeYoung. Oh, and they had the runners going. It's a base hit down into the corner. It's going to be extra bases. It's going to score 2. A 2 RBI double for Paul DeYoung, and its lead has doubled up. It's 4-0 now for the Redbirds. Andrew Knapp almost came up with it with a diving play, but it was just past his outstretched glove. As the Cardinals put the runners in motion and DeYoung put the ball in play down the right side. And just like that, it's 4-0 Cardinals. Back up the middle. Single. Here comes Reynolds. Here comes a throw home. It's going to be not in time, and it's 5-0 Birds now. And time to get the bullpen up. So 1 out, man on first. Hit hard to right for a base hit. Sawinski's there to bring it back in a hurry. But Keller is not fooling anybody right now. It's Goldschmidt singles to keep the rally going. That one was right down the middle. And this went from a decent game to a blowout really quickly. As Corey Dickerson steps in. 2 on, 1 out. First pitch. I am getting real tired of the runners on the move. Alright, so he lines out to right. As the Cardinals are all of a sudden the running Redbirds of the 80s, putting runners in motion. With Arenado and Goldschmidt, really? I'm rather annoyed at this point. Yes I am. I'm rather annoyed. All right, 2 on, 2 out. Tyler O'Neill steps in. Drops the curveball in there, strike 1. 2 homers, 6 RBIs his last 5 games for O'Neill. Keller just trying to get out of this inning. Probably going to be his last inning regardless. Over to Chavis, who flips to second for the force out, and that mercifully is the end of the inning. But the Redbirds put 3 on the board that inning. And it is 5-0 now as we head to the 6th. Castillo, Reynolds, and Cruz due up for the Bucks. Need to get the bats going here, boys. Need to get the bats going. Diego Castillo to lead things off against Jack Flaherty here in the 6th. First pitch. Changeup, catches the inside corner, strike 1. Castillo 0 for 2 today. Slow roller to short. DeYoung across to Goldschmidt, retires Castillo, 6-3. 1 up, 1 down here in the 6th. As he swipes at the dirt before heading back to the dugout. Brian Reynolds steps in. He struck out and flew out his first 2 times. 0 for 2 against Flaherty. Gets a sign from Molina and the first pitch. Fastball misses high, ball 1. So Flaherty, who hasn't had a whole lot of stressful pitches in this game, is really keeping the Pirates off balance. The 1-0 delivery to Reynolds. Swing and a miss at a fastball high, and it's even the count at 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Fouls off a fastball. Out of play down the left side. Count is 1-2. You can see the pitch count there. Not very many pitches in any inning. Slow roller to first. Goldschmidt's got it. And beat Reynolds to the bag by a step and a half. So 2 up, 2 down here in the 6th. And that will bring up O'Neill Cruz, who's 0 for 2. Flew out and popped out his previous times today. Flaherty gets a sign from Yachty. And the first pitch to Cruz. Slider misses high and away. Ball 1. Cruz homered his last game, 1 for 4 with a solo shot. Changeup misses low. 2-0 now to the cleanup man for the Pirates today. That was pitch number 76 for Jack Flaherty today. The 2-0 delivery. Hit hard into right, and that's going to get to the wall, and that's going to be extra bases for Cruz. A 2-out double. So, a little bit of hope here for the Pirates. Got a lot of work to do, but 5-0. They're not completely out of it just yet. That brings up Michael Chavis. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs here in the 6th. Checks the runner. And the pitch. Swings at a fastball. Strike 1. Chavis has struck out twice today. Need to look, how many strikeouts have we had? Let's look at the box score real quick. We've only struck out 5 times, so it's not horrible. Of course, Chavis has struck out twice, but Flaherty gets a sign from Molina. Checks the runner at second. The 0-1 delivery. Fastball just misses outside, even count at 1-1. O'Neill Cruz takes his lead at second. Swings at a sinker inside, and the count is 1-2. It was pitch number 80 for Flaherty on the day. Here comes the 1-2 offering. Fouls off the changeup that was low. Count remains 1-2. Chavis battling here in the 6th. Trying to get a run across as they've got a rare runner in scoring position. Changeup up high. Buzz the tower, and the count's even at 2-2 now. No intent from Flaherty, obviously. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouls off the fastball, and the count remains 2-2. Come on, Michael. Put the ball in play for the first time today. That'd be nice. Check swing. No swing, says the umpire, as O'Neill scurries back to second. And the count is full. So here comes the payoff pitch to Michael Chavis. Slapped hard, but foul down the right side and out of play. An 8-pitch at bat so far. Cruz takes his lead from second. The payoff pitch from Flaherty. Fastball fouled away. The count remains 3-2. Chavis making Flaherty work here in the 6th. Bucks trying to push across a run. And that's a ball 4. And O'Neill Cruz on the wild pitch goes to third. So first and third now, 2 outs here in the 6th. As Flaherty's showing his first signs of stress here in this inning. As Roberto Perez steps in. Men on the corners, 2 out for the Bucks. Flaherty checks and delivers. Slider fouled off. Strike 1. Steven Matz, Jake Woodford up in the Cardinal bullpen. Matz came in, did an excellent job for the injured Adam Wainwright against the Bucks a couple games ago, as you'll recall. Fastball misses high, evens the count at 1-1. Flaherty struggling here in this 6th inning. Can the Pirates take advantage? Fastball fouled off. Counts 1-2 now to the Buccaneers backstop. Checks the runners, and a throw over to first to check on Chavis. Back easily. 22 pitches this inning, by far the most he's had to work in an inning today. The 1-2 delivery. Fastball misses high, and it counts even at 2-2. Pitch number 91 there for Flaherty. Checks the runners, the 2-2 offering. In the dirt, low. Molina smothers it, no advance by either of the runners, and the count is full. The runner at first will be off with the pitch. The payoff pitch. Hard down the third base line, but foul, as the ball boy just watches it hit the wall beside him. So the 3-2 offering on its way from Flaherty to Perez. And that's ball 4. And that walk loads the bases for the Bucks. And that brings up Jake Marisnick. And Ollie Marmol's going to let Flaherty pitch to Marisnick. Interesting decision here, but he's out of energy. He does have a load of confidence, but he is out of energy. Fastball misses up and in, ball 1. Bases juice for Jake Marisnick. Can he come through in the clutch? Fastball over the outside corner, called strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1 against the 7th place hitter for the Bucks. 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses inside, 2-1. Flaherty inching up towards the 100 pitch mark. Checks the runners, gets the sign from Molina, and the 2-1 pitch. And why did I swing at that? Because I'm a bad baseball player. I'm a bad MLB The Show player. Bad player. Bad Rob. All right. Instead of 3-1, it's 2-2 now. All right. The 2-2 pitch to Marisnick. Fouls off the fastball. Count remains 2-2. And pitch number 100 is on its way from Flaherty. Checks the runners and the pitch. Fouls off a high fastball. Count stays 2-2. Marisnick really needs to come through here. We really need to get at least one in on this. Called strike 3 on a pitch that was well out of the zone, and Marisnick argues vehemently with the home plate umpire. To no avail. Pirates leave the bases loaded on a very bad pitch call there. Very bad called strike. And it's still 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. All right, so Keller's going to stay out there, at least to start the inning. First pitch to Bader. Slapped hard but foul past the first baseman. And I'm still grumbling about that strike 3 call on the last pitch of the top half of the inning. Wow, that was a horrible, horrible pitch there. All right, evens the count at 1-1. Slapped into center field for a base hit. Reynolds gets over to cut it off. He does a good job of keeping Bader at first. And that's going to be all for Keller. So Underwood gets the call from the bullpen. I've seen enough of Keller for the day. So he just the wheels just kind of came off in the 5th. So we'll see what happens here. Underwood gets the sign from Perez. The first pitch. Fastball misses high. Ball 1. Molina singled and scored. And is 1 for 2 on the day. Harrison Bader takes his lead at first. Fastball just misses at the knees. Ball 2. 2-0. Swings through a fastball, strike one. Got him to chase a fastball inside. Here's a 2-1 delivery to Molina. Fastball. That was a better pitch than the one that got called strike three on the Pirates, so here comes a 3-1 delivery to Molina. Change up, misses high and inside, ball four. So Underwood comes in, walks Molina, so there's 2 men on, nobody out here in the sixth. This is not the kind of game I want. So, my name's Rob. Thanks for coming in, checking out the stream. We're playing a little bit of franchise here today. Usually we play program stuff on Wednesdays, but I'm kind of caught up on all the program stuff except for the events, so we're going to do a little extra franchise today. The Pirates are currently 3-3, although they're trailing the Cardinals here 5-0 in the bottom of the sixth. First pitch to Dylan Carlson. Slapped hard but foul down the third baseline. Ball boy catches it and gives it to a lucky fan. And it's 0-1 now to Carlson. Bader on second, Molina on first. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. Fastball misses high, evens the count at 1-1. Not doing real well with the pitching at this point. And the pitching is usually my strong point, but right now I'm struggling with Underwood. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Fouls off a sinker and it counts 2-2 now to Carlson. And since we are having such issues, we're going to get Aaron Fletcher up in the bullpen. The 2-2 delivery. Fouls off a fastball. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 offering. Curveball swung through and missed. He tries to go to third on the misplay, and he throws him out trying to advance. So a strike him out, throw him out. Unusual double play in that it was a strike him out, throw him out at third. So now there's 2 outs with a man on first after the strikeout of Carlson. So Tommy Edmonds steps up with Yadier Molina on first and 2 outs. First pitch to Edman. Fastball called strike one at the belt. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. Fouls off a curveball and it counts 0-2 now. A little bit of good fortune there for the Bucks as Harrison Bader tried to go to third on the dropped third strike, but he was nailed by a strong throw by Perez, and that's a check swing. Did he go? Yes, says the umpire. That's strike 3, and that is the 5. After the first 2 getting on, there's a little bit of good fortune for the Bucks, and then a called strike 3 on a high strike. So to the 7th we go. Still all Cardinals 5-0. Andrew Knapp steps in to face Jack Flaherty, still in the game. Check swing, no swing, says the umpire on the curve inside. I'm really surprised Flaherty's still in the game at this point. He is completely out of energy. Fastball over the inside corner, evens the count at 1-1. Can Andrew Knapp get his first hit of the year? That is the story at this moment. Can he do it? Well, he can. The question, I guess, should be, will he do it? With swings like that, probably not. The 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Molina takes it down to first to complete the putout. 2-3. 7th strikeout of the day for Flaherty. And I guess that's why they're leaving him in. Hey, Jack Suwinski got his 2nd hit of the year. A ringing double into the gap in right center field. But as is the case today, the Pirates have been unable to push anything across. Takes a fastball down the middle, called strike 1. So, we can get maybe get another double from Suwinski, or at least get on base. That'd be nice. Fouls off a high fastball, and it counts 0-2 now. Yeah, he's completely out of energy, but they're letting him go. Here comes the 0-2 delivery. Fastball fouled off. Count remains 0-2 to Sawinski. It's Jack versus Jack here. Sawinski versus Flaherty. 0-2 pitch here in the 7th. Fastball misses low and away. Flair. Okay, that's for Flaherty. Okay, gotcha now. 1-2 the count to Sawinski. Flaherty gets a sign from Molina, and the pitch. Swings for a slider, strike 3. And my offensive struggles continue. But that's what I get for playing on Legend. Brian Hayes steps in, a late swing on a slider. 0-1 the count. Batting a brutal 125 on the year. Although I don't think he struck out yet today. So, baby steps. Fastball misses high, evens the count at 1-1 for the leadoff man for the Bucks. The 1-1 pitch. Hard but foul down the left field side, out of play. And the count is 1-2 now to the leadoff man for Pittsburgh. The 1-2 delivery. Lazy fly ball to left. O'Neill comes in a few steps and squeezes it for the 3rd out. So Flaherty, a solid 7 innings, only allowing 3 hits. Didn't have very many stressful pitches in this game. And Paul DeJong steps in to face Dwayne Underwood in his 2nd inning of work. DeJong's doubled, singled, and knocked in 2 today in his first playing time of the year. So first pitch to DeJong. Fouls off a sinker, strike 1. Okay. Fastball just misses high, evens the count at 1-1 to the 2nd place hitter for the Cardinals. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Come on, Sawinski, get over there. And that drops foul. Nobody could get to it. 1-2 now to DeJong. The 1-2 pitch. Swings through a fastball, strike 3. And the leadoff man in the 7th is gone. Underwood's 3rd strikeout in just over an inning. So 1 up, 1 down here in the 7th. Nolan Arenado steps in. First pitch. Fastball called, strike over the inside corner. 0-1 to the 3-hole hitter for the Birds. 1 for 2 with a single, an RBI, and a run scored today for Arenado. The 0-1 pitch. Sinker misses low, ball 1. Evens the count at 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. Back up the middle for a base hit for Arenado, and he's 2 for 3 on the day. That was a little excuse me base hit. You see that the Red Sox beat the Yankees 5-1. So man on first, 1 out here in the 7th. Paul Goldschmidt steps in. 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch. Changeup, misses inside, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Fastball over the inside corner at the belt, called strike 1. Here comes the 1-1 offering. Fouls off a circle changeup. It counts 1-2 now to the cleanup man for the Birds. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Curveball just got a piece of it, stays alive. Count remains 1-2. Arenado takes his lead off first. 1-2 delivery. Fouls off a high fastball down the right side, out of play. And Arenado returns to first. Here comes the 1-2 delivery. Changeup called, strike 3 at the knees. Goldschmidt does not agree, but it's Underwood's 4th strikeout. As Goldschmidt argues with the ump all the way back to the dugout, and Corey Dickerson steps in with 2 outs and a man on first. First pitch to Dickerson. Slow roller to Chavis. across the nap to retire the side. So the Cardinals strand the runner. To the 8th we go. All Cardinals, 5-0. New pitcher coming in for the Birds. Cody Whitley gets the call, his second appearance of the season. Second time facing the Bucks this year. So Diego Castillo steps in to lead off the 8th, 0 for 3, grounded out his last time up. First pitch to Castillo. Fastball called, ball one at the knees. Nice crowd here in St. Louis today, 45,501. Watching the Cardinals beat up on the Pirates at this point, 5-0. The 1-0 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. DeYoung's over, makes the play. Over to Goldschmidt, retires Castillo, 6-3. Nice play there by DeYoung. So 1 out here in the 8th as Bryan Reynolds steps in. He's 0 for 3 on the day, grounded out his last time up. Pirates getting closer and closer to another shutout loss. First pitch to Reynolds. Fastball misses low, ball one. Kevin Gausman threw a complete game shutout against Tampa. Guardians' Gabriel Arias singles in his debut. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Bryan Reynolds from Cody Whitley. Fastball fouled off. Counts 1-1 now. Here comes a 1-1 delivery from Whitley. Slider fouled off. Nope, missed it. Sounded like he fouled it off, so I don't know. The heck with it. I can't find it. Swings for a slider, strike 3. And apparently we just need to get this game over with, so I can go back into custom practice and work on my batting. Alright, so 2 down here in the 8th. O'Neill Cruz steps in. I believe he homered off of Whitley the last time they faced each other. Change up, low in the dirt. O'Neill doubled his last time up. So 2 out, nobody on here in the 8th. 1-0 the pitch, the count to O'Neill Cruz. Whitley gets a sign from Molina. Fastball misses outside. 2-0 now to the cleanup man. Cruz looking for a pitch to drive. Here comes the 2-0 delivery. Swings through a changeup, strike 1. 2-1 now to O'Neill. Fastball taken, called strike 2, and the count's even at 2-2 now. 5-0 Redbirds here in the 8th. 2 outs, nobody on, 2-2 the count to O'Neill Cruz. Whitley comes set, and the 2-2 delivery. Fouls off a slider. Count remains 2-2. Cruz making him battle here. Here comes a 2-2 offering to Cruz. Pop up into short right field. Carlson is there and squeezes it for the 3rd out. To the bottom of the 8th we go. It's all Cardinals, 5-0. O'Neill, Bader, Molina due up for the Birds. So, had a couple of bad innings with the pitching and haven't really done anything with the bats. So that's kind of how I figured this team would be, but circle change, called strike 1 to Tyler O'Neill. As Dwayne Underwood works on his 3rd inning of the game, we're going to go ahead and sit Fletcher down. And it's going to be Underwood's to finish because ain't no sense in wasting another pitcher. Fouls off the changeup and counts 0-2 now to O'Neill. Here comes the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, strike 3. And that is 1 out here in the 8th. I believe that's the 5th strikeout for Dwayne Underwood. And this is 3rd inning of work, so he's been pitching well. All right, Harrison Bader steps in. Nobody on, 1 out here in the 8th. First pitch to Bader. Fastball right down the pipe. Strike 1. 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. The 0-1 pitch. Swings through a high fastball. Strike 2. 0-2 now to Bader. And the 0-2 delivery. Slaps a single into right. Sawinski's there to bring it back in. But a 1-out single for Bader on an 0-2 count. Probably shouldn't have tried the sinker there. Left the sinker up, yep. Did not get that sinker down enough. It was up in the zone, and he's just slapped it to right for a base hit. First pitch to Molina. Curveball just misses low, ball 1. Molina singled and scored today, 1 for 2. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball right down the pipe. Evens the count at 1-1 now. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. Oh, Bader's off for second, so he's going to make it easily, but the throw across to first will retire Molina. So there's 2 outs here in the 8th with a runner in scoring position now, as the Cardinals once again put a runner in motion. Apparently they become the running Redbirds of the 80s, as Dylan Carlson steps in, 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch from Underwood. Fastball called, strike at the belt. 0-1 now the count. Swings through a circle change, and it's 0-2 now to the 9th place hitter for the Redbirds. One hopper back to Underwood. Across the nap to retire the side, so the Birds strand a runner here in the 8th. But it's all Cardinals, 5-0 as we head to the 9th. Last chance for the Bucks. Chavis, Perez, and Marisnick due up. 3 hits. 3 hits. You can't say that on the air. Oh, it doesn't matter. Nobody's listening anyway. So Michael Chavis steps in against Cody Whitley. First pitch. Slapped hard. Arenado a couple steps to his right, or to his left, and across to Goldschmidt for out number 1 here in the 9th inning. It's just been one of those games. It is not much has happened for the Bucks. So Roberto Perez steps in, 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch from Whitley. Swings through a slider, strike 1. I'm just really trying to work on getting good at bats at this point, because that's about all I can do. I just need to practice getting good at bats. Slider misses away, or rather it gets called strike 2. So 0-2 now to the Pirates backstop. The 0-2 delivery on its way. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 2 away here in the 9th. So apparently, I just cannot have good at bats right now. So that was lovely, lovely, lovely work there. Lovely. 2 outs, top of the 9th. Fouls off a fastball, down the right side, out of play. And the Pirates are 2 strikes away from a 5-0 shutout at the hands of the Cardinals to open this series with the Redbirds. Slider misses away, evens the count at 1-1. Marisnick 0 for 2 on the day. This is Whitley's 2nd inning of work. Slider misses high and away. It counts 2-1 now to the 7th place hitter for Pirates. For the Pirates. Wow, 4 Pirates? Wow, that's a great English. Me learn well. Swings at a high slider, and it counts 2-2 instead of being 3-1 because that was out of the zone. The 2-2 pitch on its way from Whitley. Swings through a high fastball, and that is the ball game. 5-0 Cardinals, as the Pirates' offense was non-existent to say the least. So the first game of this series with the Cardinals starts off with a Pirates loss. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Birds. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Bucks. Flaherty gets the win. He's 1-0. Keller takes the loss. He's 0-2. And it's just the way it is. Paul DeJong, 2 for 4 with a double and 2 RBIs. Dickerson gets more RBIs against us with a double and 2 RBIs. Arenado, 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Minimal notable players for the Bucks. O'Neill 1 for 4 with a double. Sawinski got his first extra base hit of the season, 1 for 3 with a double. Perez was 1 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout, and that's our 3 hits on the day. As Brian Hayes was 0 for 4, but at least, well, I'm not going to say that because I don't know that he didn't strike out. So let's take a look at, well, not the game long, let's look at the box score. He didn't strike out this game. I think that might be the first game that Brian Hayes didn't strike out at all this year. So we had 11 strikeouts. Boy, just there late. I just was losing focus and was just, geez. Pitching had 8 strikeouts. So Underwood came in and did very well. 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Keller, of course, had that first inning that was just kind of unlucky, and then that 5th inning was just ugh. Didn't matter what he threw, they were just getting slapped around. So 5 innings, 8 runs, 5 runs. 5 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. So that was not a good day for definitely not a good all-around day for the Pirates as they lose 5-0 to the Cardinals. So that drops the Bucks to 3-4, back under 500. So that's on a Thursday, and it's a 4-game set. Wow, okay. Thursday, off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Wow, that is a weird schedule setup there. Odd. Very odd. Okay. But whatever. Anyway, the Bucks are 3-4 to start the season. So let's take a look at all right. So let's see. Brian Reynolds hitting 192. Brian Hayes hitting 120. Diego Castillo 167. Daniel Vogelbach, probably one of the higher hitters, 261. Roberto Perez 238. Michael Chavis 273. O'Neill Cruz 318. Jake Marisnick 182. Jake Sawinski 105. Just ugh. So the offense has been putrid, to say the least. All right. O'Neill Cruz, the team leader, with 3 solo homers. Vogelbach right behind him with two homers. He does have 6 RBIs. Sawinski. Wow, I did not realize his other hit was a homer. So his 2 hits are a homer and a double. All right, then. Either hits it hard or he doesn't hit it at all, apparently. Wow. All right, so Vogelbach, obviously the team leader in RBIs. Cruz and Sawinski both with 3. Brian Hayes with 2, and then multitude of others with 1. So that's our position players. The pitchers. Zap Thompson. Yeah, easy for me to say. 12 innings, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts, 1.5 ERA, 1 WHIP. So he's not doing too bad. Keller is just atrocious at this point. Kranick has looked good in his times called in. Quintana had a really good start his first time out. Bryce Wilson did not have a good start his first time out. Dwayne Underwood has looked excellent out of the bullpen. JT Brubaker absolutely got hammered his first start. The bullpens look like it's been okay with the exception of Dylan Peters, but got to get that starting staff under control. So We've had 2 quality starts, one by Thompson, one by Quintana. 2 quality starts out of 7. Not good, but it is what it is at this point. All right, so that's how this franchise is going so far. So we come in, we lose to the Cardinals in this one. We're down to 3 and 4. We're tied for 4th with the Reds now. So that's what this franchise is looking like so far. So let's jump out of franchise real quick. Jump into Diamond Dynasty. So my name's Rob. Thanks for coming in and check out the stream. I do appreciate it. Hope you're having a good hump day. It is Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. We're almost to the holiday weekend. If you're here in the U.S., Memorial Day weekend, please keep the fallen service members in the back of your mind during this weekend. You know, beers and dogs and burgers are all great, but there's a reason why this is Memorial Day weekend. And it's to pay homage to the men and women that have fought and died for this country. As a veteran, it is, like I said before, it is one of the most circumspect days of the year for me. So it is something that really hits home. Maybe it's because I'm older now, maybe, I don't know, but it's just something I think about more. So let's jump into mini seasons real quick. We'll play a mini seasons game before I call it a day, maybe 2, who knows. So we are 16 and 5 in this one. We're 4 games up. We've lost 3 in a row. I don't remember losing 3 in a row, but maybe we have. That's the way things have been going. So we'll put it on rookie and see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? We lose again? Whoa! We'll play at the Flow Dome this time. And we will go with Mike Mussina. As you can see, I do have the 95 Roy Halladay on the squad. So here's my current lineup for my mini seasons team. Des Grissom at second, Aaron Judge in right, Rizzo at first, Rushman behind the plate, Gibson in left, Bobby Witt Jr. at short, Grady Sizemore in center, and Eugenio Suarez, who I got out of the events last time, at third, and Mike Mussina on the mound. On the bench is Jose Ramirez, Tommy Edman, Kenny Lofton, Todd Helton, and Eric Davis. So let's go see if we can't get something done with this. Need to get that shutout taste out of my mouth here. Maybe we can get some runs here with this team. Although I know I got shut out 1-0 yesterday, so we'll see. It is on rookie level. Hopefully we'll be able to get some runs. And we're playing the Cairo Cats. Roberto Clemente leading off against Mike Mussina. First pitch from Moose. Line drive to Witt at short. He grabs it. And that's the first out as Chase Utley steps in. The first pitch to Utley. That's hammered into right. So not exactly pitching well at the moment. Fastball just misses at the knees. Throw down to second, and he's in there as the throw was offline. And it's 2-0 now. Fouls off the cutter. Counts 2-1 to Frank Thomas. Apparently everybody wants to run on me. Counts even at 2-2. See if he chases the slider. He does, and he pounds it into right field for a base hit. And they hold the runner at third, so it's first and third, 1 out for Mike Trout. I forgot this is one of those loaded teams. Fouls off the cutter, strike 1. Infield single. All right. I think this is just the universe's way of telling me I should not be playing baseball today. So but we'll finish this one out. Rizzo comes in on the pop-up on the infield. The infield fly rule is in effect. He squeezes it for out number 2. And that brings up Troy Glaus. Swing and a miss at a fastball, strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Swings through a curveball, strike 2. See if we can't game chase his slider. No, can't game chase it. And here comes a 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that retires a side. But the Cats get a run on 3 hits in the first. Not exactly what I wanted to start off with. So, and it's Randy Johnson. And the hits just keep on coming today. Swings through a fastball. You were in front of a 101-mile-an-hour fastball. In front of a slurve, okay, but in front of a 101-mile-an-hour fastball. Swing! 1, 2, 3 strikes are out. What is this, the Bugs Bunny cartoon? 1, 2, 3 strikes are out. So apparently I am just all befuddled on offense at this point. Alright, start using the PCI anchor. Hey, I got a piece of 1. And they throw him out at first. So 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Anthony Rizzo. Swings through a high fastball. I am just completely all out of sorts batting right now. Splitter fouled off. Early, I'm sure, yes. Alright, the 0-2 pitch. Hey, I took a pitch. 1-2 now. Lefty on lefty matchup. Go foul, thank you. Thomas picks it up, but in foul territory. I am just completely befuddled at this point. 1-2 the count to Rizzo. Fastball misses outside. The count's even at 2-2. Actually making him work here. Fastball inside. The count is full with Adley Rutschman waiting on deck. The payoff pitch. Misses high with a slider, and it's a 2-out walk. Anthony Rizzo as Adley Rutschman steps in. First pitch to the catcher. Slapped hard down the right side, but foul. Just late on the 101-mile-an-hour fastball. Here comes the 0-1 delivery to Rutschman. Lazy fly ball to left. And the left fielder there to squeeze it for out number 3. So the 2-out walk does not hurt the Cats. Young, Carter in the pitcher spot due up. First pitch from Mussina. Taken for a called strike, sinker at the thigh. The 0-1 delivery. Fastball over the inside corner, called strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 offering. Swing and a miss with a slider, strike 3. And that's 1 up, 1 down here in the second. Gary Carter steps in. First pitch. Fouls off a fastball right down the middle. Definitely not the location I wanted. The 0-1 pitch. Swings and fouls it down the right or left side. Out of play. And here comes the 0-2 offering to Carter. Swings at a sinker down and strikes out. 2 outs here in the second. And pinch hitting will be Adley Rutschman. What a coincidence. First pitch to Rutschman. Ball inside. Here comes the 1-0 delivery from Mussina. Slapped hard but foul down the third baseline. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Moose. Fouled off again. Counts 1-2. The 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and he strikes out the side. Bottom of the second we go. Cats up 1-0. Gibson, Witt, and Sizemore due up for the Knights. And Zach Britton will get the call. All right, let's see if we can't settle down and get some hits here. Fastball misses high, ball 1. I'm not going to hold my breath on getting any hits. That's just the way I've been hitting today, but slider misses inside, 2-0. All right, throw me one right down the middle. Please throw me one right down the middle. Nope, high and away. 3-0 now. 3-0 to Kirk Gibson. And it's a 4-pitch walk, so that's a good start to the inning. Walks Gibson on 4 pitches. Bobby Witt Jr. comes to the plate. And Gibson steals second easily as strike 1 is taken. Slider inside over the edge. The 0-1 pitch. Slider just misses outside, even the count at 1-1 to the Royals' super prospect. The 1-1 delivery. Slapped hard in the left. And that's going to score Gibson a RBI single for Witt, and this game is tied. Been a while since I scored a run. That feels kind of good. So, after that franchise game, getting shut out by the Cardinals. That's going to be a fly out to center. All right. That brings in Josh Hader. Apparently they're bringing in a parade of lefties. So they got Clemente. Oh, we're going to bring in Tommy. No, we're going to warm up Devin Williams. All right. Eugenio Suarez steps in. And Witt takes off. There's a throw down to second, but Witt is... Oh, he's out! That's a bummer. Now there's 2 outs, nobody on for Eugenio Suarez. Slapped hard but foul down the left side. It's 0-2 now to Suarez. The 0-2 pitch from Hader. Swings a circle change in the dirt, and that retires the side, but we tie the game up on an RBI single by Bobby Witt. To the third we go. Going to put Devin Williams out there. First pitch to Roberto Clemente. Fastball over the inside corner, called strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 offering. Changeup just misses low, ball 1. Even to count at 1-1. So I really do not want him to get on base. Really got to get an out to start the inning. Swings through a screwball, strike 2. Here comes the 1-2 delivery to Clemente. Cutter just misses, even to count at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Williams. Fouls off a fastball. Count remains 2-2. Here comes a 2-2 offering to Clemente. Swings through a cutter, strike 3, and there's a 1 out here in the third. Chase Utley steps in. First pitch to Utley, on its way from Williams. Changeup taken, strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. Cutter just misses the inside corner. Counts even now at 1-1. A 1-1 delivery. Swings through a screwball, strike 2. That was not where I wanted that. That was literally right down the heart of the plate. The 1-2 offering from Williams. Fouls it off. Out of play. And here comes the 1-2 delivery again to Utley. This is way outside. Counts even at 2-2. Here comes a 2-2 offering from Williams. Swing and a miss, strike three, and there's two away. So Frank Thomas steps in. First pitch to the big hurt. On its way from Williams. Fastball over the inside corner, called strike one. The 0-1 delivery to Thomas. Fouls off the changeup, and it's 0-2 to the 3-hole hitter for Cairo. Here comes the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that retires the side. Well, the Knights got a chance to walk it off. We got the pitcher spot and then the top of the lineup due up. As Mariano Rivera steps in. And we are going to bring in Jose Ramirez. And we will get Tom Henke up just in case. Hopefully we won't need Tom Henke. Hopefully we can walk this one off right here. Maybe with Jose, maybe with whoever, but slapped hard but foul down the right side, out of play. So 0-1 to the pinch hitter Ramirez. Rivera gets the sign from Rushman and the pitch. Or Gary Carter, I should say. Swings through a cutter early, and it counts 0-2 now. Let's see, cutter, four-seam, sinker, slider. Oh, Jose Ramirez walks it off with a blast into the right center field stands. Just what we were looking for. Walk-off homer by J-Ram. Yes. That makes us feel better about the way the day's gone. We can hit home runs. It is allowed. Unfortunately, I had to play on rookie to do it, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. So we get the walk-off win 2-1 as Jose Ramirez comes in and blasts the game winner off of Mariano Rivera. So, just like that, the 3-game losing streak for the Knights in mini seasons is over. As J-Ram says, get on my back, boys. I'll save the day. As he's second pitch from Rivera just deposited into the right center field stands. So that's what you want to see out of a pinch hitter. Yes, indeed. So my name's Rob. Thanks for coming in and checking out the stream. I do appreciate it. Hope you all have had a good Wednesday. Hope you all are having a good week. Like I said before, it's almost Memorial Day weekend. Keep those fallen soldiers in the back of your mind as you're grilling those burgers and brats and popping open those cold beers. Definitely a day to celebrate freedom. It's definitely a day to remember. So there's a nice play by Witt. He couldn't get anybody out though, but he kept it on the infield. So my name's Rob. Thanks for coming in and checking out the stream. I do appreciate it. It is Wednesday, May 25th, and I will see you again on Friday for probably ranked seasons or the event, one of the two. I don't know which yet, but we'll figure it out as the time gets here. I can lose a few games in too, like I did on franchise earlier. So there's a final box score line there. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for Cairo. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Knights. J-Ram, obviously player of the game with his game-winning walk-off homer. Devin Williams gets a win with 1 inning of sterling work with 3 strikeouts. Mariano Rivera comes in and gives up a game-losing homer. So, is what it is. So, thanks for coming in and checking out the stream. I do appreciate it. As I've said before, if you would please check out Parkinson's.org. It's got some great information on what Parkinson's actually does to a person. It has some excellent information on donations and what kind of events are going on around the country at various spots near you. So, thanks for coming in. I do appreciate it, and I will talk to you all later. Peace.